Hello, welcome to bringing yoga into our daily lives. I know today's Tuesday and I didn't miss Monday at the Senior Center, but I did miss recording. So I'm here to record a little bit today. It won't be a very long session, but we'll be doing movement, especially breathing with the movement to really open up all 7 chakras and to kind of get us aligned and recentered today. So let's go ahead and start off with finding our seat and comfort, and I will get right there. And welcome my dog. She won't move. She always wants to be a part of this. So let's find our feet hip width distance apart, grounded feet. I'm towards the beginning of my chair. And just starting with relaxing here, maybe the shoulders, maybe softening the eyes, getting in touch with our body, getting in touch with our seat, where we're sitting, our feet, where we're lengthening down into that earth plane. You're going to start to soften the eyes. We're just going to take nice, deep, centering breaths here. You're welcome to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, or just take it in and out of the nose. Try to drop the chin a little bit so we're not lifting up. We're lengthening the back of the neck. Feeling into the body, trying to create a deeper, bigger breath so that we feel this nice expansion, 360 degrees. And this exhale that moves us back in. So continue to find this breath. And right now you're just working on getting centered, coming back to the body and mind, quieting the mind, being present with your breath. Let's find one more breath here. And now just releasing that, we should feel a little more centered. As we feel centered, we are going to come into more mudras and mantras here in sankalpas. So let's go ahead and interlace those fingers. As we interlace those fingers, let's extend the pinkies. Let's extend the index fingers. Let's go ahead and just rest that where we can, where it is comfortable. So you're just resting the shoulders, again, dropping the chin. You have the index and pinkies extended, interlaced everywhere else. And as we close the eyes and come into the breath now, let's refocus or focus on the words, I am connected. I am connected. I am connected. Allow yourself to feel connected to the senses of your body, to the sensations, to this present moment and this breath. Allowing yourself to feel connected to your mind, to your breath, and anchoring that down into center, where you feel that is center of the body. One more breath of I am connected. Let's go ahead and start to release that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to interlace my fingers and then draw them forward. Right now I'm pulling my shoulders, rounding them back in towards each other, towards that heart space. My feet are nice and grounded. Let's inhale, take it up. And exhale, we're going to release that. Let's take it behind our backs, interlace the fingers, draw down, let the heart lift, let the shoulders roll back, maybe tilt the chin up if it feels good, or maybe tilt the chin down if that feels good, depending on what you are needing today. Let's go ahead and come back to center, coming back to center of the heart. This time, interlace the fingers and find an exhale, round it through, round the spine. And then allow an inhale to take us all the way up, lengthening through the arms, through the spine. Exhale, release. We're going to take it back behind us again, interlace those fingers. Inhale, lift through that heart space, squeeze those shoulders back and down. Simultaneously, you're not letting the abs pull forward, you're drawing the navel in. Maybe we send the chin down for this one. Let's go ahead and come back center of heart. Interlace those fingers. Find your exhale with rounding back. Inhale, let's take it back up all the way through center, and exhale, release that. Take it again to the back. And this time as we take the knuckles down, I'm gonna take the opposite. So this time I'm gonna lift the chin, allow the front part of my neck here, have some length and stretch. And then bringing it back again, hands to heart, finding that breath, interlacing those fingers. We're going to find that exhale, rounding the back. Inhale, lengthening the back, lengthening the arms. Exhale, release. Take it back, last time behind us. Inhale, lift through the heart, draw those shoulders back and down. And this time I'm gonna take chin into chest. Let's go ahead and gently release that. I'm going to interlace my fingers, but this time bring it behind the head. Pressing the back of the head into my hands, dropping my shoulders, opening my elbows. Let's go ahead and exhale, bring chin into chest. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, chin into chest. Inhale, opening. And just finding your rhythm of breath here. I'm going to find two more. And now let's exhale, take it to warrior two, arms here, and let's start off with spinning. So my feet are nice and grounded. While we're taking palms facing down, while we're taking these small little circles, I'm rolling back. So I'm rolling forward, up, and then back and down. They're little tiny rolls here. I'm gonna start feeling into the bottom of my feet, grounding. Starting to activate my legs here just a little bit. So I feel my inner thighs, I feel the grounding of my feet. And then I'm drawing my abs in, my navel. Let's start to make those circles bigger. See if we can make them even bigger now that we have all this movement going on, all this stabilization down through the glutes, down through the legs, all the way down into the feet, feeling connected to the bottom of your feet. Feeling connected to the legs, to the glutes. Allow yourself to start lengthening through the torso as you start to feel the arms open up and lengthen the torso as you move them in big circles. Let's connect the breath to that so that we can feel that connection today, as today's words are, I am connected. So connecting to the breath with your movement a few more times. And again, you can exhale out the mouth. Let's do one more like that. Now I'm going to continue this exhale out the mouth for a little bit longer, but I'm going to inhale, bring my arms back up, over and down as I exhale. So it's an inhale, take it back and up, and an exhale, forward and down. And now my cat is here. One more breath like this. Let's start to take that breath in and out of the nose. But let's go ahead and take it back to palms facing down. And now we're finding those small spins moving forward instead of back. And I'm taking that breath in and out of my nose now, still staying stable and grounded here. And I'm going to slow it down and release down. All right, from there, let's go ahead and bring hands on top of the lap. We're going to inhale, lengthen one leg, opposite arm reaches up. Exhale, bring it down. Let's inhale, take it the other way. And exhale. Maybe you close the eyes. Feel the torso, the spine lengthening. And then notice the arms. Notice the legs. A lot of breath today. Let's go ahead and take them hands down, relax the shoulders, maybe even sweep if you can. I do have arms on my side. So I'm going to take it into the inside and try and grab the back or bottom of the chair. As I do, I'm shifting my shoulders back and down, maybe even softening my elbows and pulling my elbows more together, trying to send the shoulder blades in the back towards the spine and downwards towards my glutes. So I'm really opening up through the chest and through the shoulders. Let's go ahead and tilt the head from side to side. So here again, allow it to be slow. Allow it to be with your breath. You could take more time than me, maybe a double breath, but just take it to wherever you want to today, wherever it feels good. Really allow that breath connection. Get in tune with your body. This is becoming present with our breath, with our body today. We're becoming connected, as we always are, but we're becoming aware of our connection. So it's more about that awareness of our connection to our breath, to our body. And really feeling into maybe the different parts that are stretching. Maybe we feel it more so on one side. Let's go ahead and find one more time where we're releasing down to a shoulder. Now in the same position, I still have my elbows soft. I still have my shoulders pulled back. Maybe I didn't pull back the entire time, but they're fairly far back. We're going to start to dip the chin down, maybe looking down to the side. And allow the chin to try and press down across the chest. Take your time until you come over to the other side. And you're just going to look down to the other side. And again, you're going to try and keep the chin down across the chest. So it feels like we're pressing the chin down in this half rainbow, taking it from armpit to armpit, where the chin just glides down across the chest, over to the other armpit. You're looking down and then gliding across again and looking down, pressing and gliding, hopefully feeling this more in the back of the neck at this point and in the sides of the neck as we look down to the side, pressing down, looking down to the other side, pressing down. And now let's find our last one, looking to that last side over there. And press down into the center of the chest. From there, go ahead and lift back to neutral. Let's go ahead and release those arms. And just take a moment to squeeze the shoulders all the way up to the ears. And gently release that. We'll do that a few more times. We're gonna add to this. This time, inhale, squeeze up to the ears, and maybe you bring the gaze up if it feels good. Exhale, drop the shoulders, and maybe bring the chin down if that feels good. Let's go ahead and start doing that. Inhale, we squeeze those shoulders up, protecting the back of the neck as we lift the head. Exhale, we draw those shoulders purposefully down as we send the chin down into the chest. So we feel a broadening now and a drawing down with the shoulders and arms. Let's go ahead and inhale, take it up. Squeeze, contract. Exhale, take it down. You're still contracting, but it's a different kind of a contraction as you press and pull down towards the earth plane. Again, let's take it up. We'll do this only 2 more times. Inhale, and taking it back down as we exhale, pulling down those shoulders and elbows. Last one, inhale, shrug it up. And exhale, let's take it down. All right, we're gonna come into some twisting. Now, I usually have all my gear there at the senior center with me, but I am just going to use one of my rolled up things. I'm gonna roll them up, so today is gonna be that day where we're using whatever we have in the house, whatever's around. So this is my support as I'm gonna squeeze my inner thighs. It's about an inch or so above my knee. I'm gonna stay nice and grounded here. This helps my legs stay grounded and helps me really build that pelvic floor muscles in my inner thighs as that engages the lower part of our body. So from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take fingertips to our tops of our shoulders. And let's start off with just inhaling, expanding, opening up, and exhaling, bringing it back. And you're welcome to take this slow. You don't have to move fast. But as you inhale, imagine you're sending all this air and energy all the way down to the grounding of your glutes, to that chair. And that exhale, you're pulling back up through the crown with that breath. Inhale, send it down to the glute bones. Exhale, take it back up through the crown. Inhale, maybe you take it now down through the legs and all the way into the soles of the feet where you feel this. Exhale, you're still taking it back up through the body. Inhale, all the way down. Exhale, bring it up. Allowing this concentration, this focus of breathing down through the crown, and then exhaling, drawing it all the way back up through the crown. Staying connected, let's go ahead. Let's do one more. Gently release that. Maybe wiggle the hands, the arms. Felt like a lot to me, but it is warming up here in the back room. I have the doors open, the sunshine going, and just a great, beautiful day to be outside. And this is me halfway outside. So let's go ahead and bring our arms this time out. Palms are forward. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna take my right hand to the center of my chest. I'm gonna look to my left and inhale out and back. As I exhale, I'm gonna take my left hand center of chest and I'm gonna exhale through the mouth as I look to my right. So we'll start this now. And you can go slow. Now I am gonna go faster. You don't need to go as fast as me. So take it at your own pace. slow it down for me once again. Let's do one more. Relax those arms, maybe move through the shoulders, maybe relax those shoulders and release ear to shoulder. I like to move back through my neck. And maybe taking a few deep breaths as we just kind of roll and relax the shoulders and the arms, the head and the neck. Just really kind of releasing what we just did. And let's bring chin down into the chest. Make sure to keep those legs tight as I find myself loosening. And bring it back to center. All right, we're still gonna stay stable here. Let's take our fingers and interlace them. Bring them right underneath the chin and the elbows out to the side. Now for this, if your fingers somehow are not really great at interlacing or this might hurt you, you might just stack the hands and be gentle. So be gentle with yourself. Remember, we're not looking for pain, we're looking for movement. We're looking to bring space into the body to really relax some of our joints. So let's take the hands right underneath the chin. Inhale, lift those elbows as high as we can. Nice deep inhale, and as we exhale through the mouth like we're fogging the mirror. Inhale through the nose, lift up, and exhale through the mouth. Find your rhythm. I like to close my eyes as that takes me back into centering in the body. Staying connected in the body here. Remember, breath connection to our movement. Last one. Gently release that. Maybe hands come to the lap. Maybe we just dip the chin and relax here for a moment. We release the hands, this time palms up, relax the shoulders, and just allow the chin to dip down. Maybe you are rounding the shoulders here in upper back. Allow it to round for just a breath. Feel how it feels to be a little bit rounded here. Maybe like what we do during the day. Is this what it feels like, what we do while we drive or sit? Now let's try to lengthen it by drawing the shoulders back up to the ears. Lengthen through the crown of the head. That's towards the back of the head and on top. And then let's draw those shoulder blades back together, nice and slow. Squeeze those shoulder blades. My palms are facing up. My elbows are pulling in because I'm really squeezing those shoulder blades towards the midline and down my back. So I'm feeling a pull down and towards each other. Oh, and then gently release that. Really relax here. Let the shoulders and arms relax. All right. Let's go ahead and take it fingertips to the shoulders. Now I'm going to start in one direction again. So I'm going to start with moving back. Nice big circles here. Moving back. And I am moving fairly fast. I'm not moving slow. My breath is going to be a lot slower than this. If you feel like you're more connected with the breath, if you move slowly, then move slowly. I'm going to take my breath slowly, but my arms are going to move faster for me today. I'm gonna do 2 more deep breaths. And I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna pull myself now, rounding those shoulders and arms and elbows forward. I am gonna do 5 deep breaths. Like I said, you can take it slow. You can do 5 movements with your breath, especially if you feel more connected to that. So you do whatever feels more connecting. But take it nice and deep with the breath. Maybe soften those eyes to get connected with the body. One more deep breath here. And release that. Whew, all right, I'm gonna release my makeshift object to bring stability to my legs. All right, from there, while I have hands on my knees, while my feet are nice and grounded, I'm trying to relax now more into my shoulders, my neck, my head. We've done a lot of upper body movements. Let's go ahead and just lift those heels. I'm coming to the balls of my feet. Some of us might even come to the tippy toes. But then let's go ahead and slowly move down now to the balls of the feet and slowly move down to the heels. And then let's take just the toes up. See if we can keep the balls of the feet on the ground, the heels on the ground, but we're taking those toes, all 10 toes. And even if you have little nubbies, take your little nubbies upward. And then let's go ahead and press down again. As we press down with this one, we're gonna curl those toes, like pretend like you're trying to pick up a pen or pencil with your foot, and you're curling those toes to grab a hold of that pen or pencil. And you notice the arch of the foot pulls in and up and activates, and maybe even activates those inner legs and inner thighs that you might feel. Let's go ahead and press back down, and this time we're going to take it toes up, all 10 toes. And then let's take it up the balls of the feet. So now I'm balancing just on my heels. I'm pulling my toes and my feet up as high as I can while balancing on my heels. So really pulling those up. And then let's move back down to plantar flexion, where we're just pressing down into the ground. Let's go ahead and start to lift the heels again, lifting the heels. I'm to the balls of my feet. And now I'm gonna pull up even further to see if I could go to those tippy toes. And I can feel it on the tips of my toes. Let's release the toes back down so that we're back to the balls of the feet. Releasing down slowly into those heels. Let's lift those toes. Balls of the feet and heels are nice and grounded, but all 10 little nubbies are lifted. And then let's take it up a little bit more. So we have balls of the feet, toes lifting, balancing on those heels. And release down. We're going to take it one more time to curling those toes, trying to pick up that pen or pencil as we feel the arch pull in and up. Really drawing all the way up through the legs. And let's go ahead and relax that. Now, as we relax that, my hands are on my knees. We're going to stay nice and stable. We're going to move into cat-cow. Again, you can move at your own pace. We'll do about 10 of these. So it's the inhale forward, and you're going to expand and extend through the torso. You want that back to move into extension. So really like we're giving ourselves a nice back bend here. So rounding the opposite way that we usually do. And then let's take it back and round it back into a cat-like posture where we're squeezing navel in, chin into chest, and really rounding all the way through. Make sure that we round through that lower half, especially right where our low back is and our pelvis. Sometimes we could be sore there or even stiff. So take it slow. Inhale forward. Find that extension and exhale back, finding that flexion. So inhale, extend, exhale, take it back. Remember, today's about staying connected. So maybe soften the eyes, get into the body. Feeling inside. Let's just add a couple. Find that nice expansion. And that nice exhale, contract all the air out. One more time. Nice deep expansion and exhale. Go ahead and lift all the way back up. Let's inhale, bring those arms up. Exhale, let's interlace the fingers, bring them behind the head again, but maybe just cupping the back of the head here. So instead of directly behind the head, maybe we cup our occipital, which is that base of the head that connects to our cervical vertebrae. Opening up those elbows. Again, let's stay nice and grounded. You can always grab that object that we had between our legs to add stability here. If not, press down through those soles of the feet. We're just gonna move side to side. So you're gonna move into a flexion on the side. Let's inhale through center and exhale to the other side. Inhaling and exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale here. We're gonna inhale to the sides now. Inhale. Exhale to center. We just switched the breath. So it's inhale to the side. Exhale to center. Inhale to the side. Exhale to center. Inhale. Let's do one each on each side. And gently release again. I see my dog Sadie came back in. And just relax the shoulders. Take a moment, maybe palms down, maybe palms up. Let's just get reconnected to the breath. Reconnected to our body. Back to that alignment, to that stability. Feeling into the body, are we aligned? Is our back lengthened? Are our shoulders relaxed? Do we feel the glutes or the glute bones pressing down into our seat? Do we feel the soles of our feet pressing down into the earth? And just taking a couple of deep breaths here. A lot of breathing and connecting in with ourselves today. All right, let's go ahead and reopen the eyes. We're gonna move more into the legs. So I'm gonna get into a seat where I feel comfortable enough, and I'm trying to figure out where that is, and I think it's more close towards to the front. I am already hip width distance apart. You can come in 2 feet together, legs together, whichever. You can do hip width distance apart or together, because this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna inhale, open, and whether we're together here and opening, we're still on the lateral sides of our feet, and our soles of our feet are looking at each other. Even if we are hip width distance apart, we could still do the same thing. Even if we can't even do hip width distance apart, but maybe we do shoulder width distance apart, same thing. You're still opening up the inner legs, the inner thighs, and the soles of the feet are looking towards each other. All right, so from wherever you're most comfortable with one of those 3 stances, we're gonna open up, inhale, and just open up through the trunk of the body. Really inhale, lengthening, and exhale. Take it back like we would cat. So I like to call this elephant, as these are my ears and my trunk is expanding with breath. And then I like to take it back to that cat-like posture. So you decide how you want to do this. Make sure that you're stable, that you can. Without falling out of the chair, move to this position. But it's just a really nice opening when you come into that elephant pose. It just feels very good to open up through the entire body here. And then really exhale and just contract inward. So this is where we find our expansion, our freedom, our liberation, and our exhale, contraction, finding that tightness. Let's do one more. And exhale. Now, I'm gonna take my legs out to more of a shoulder width distance apart. If that's comfortable for you, we are gonna move to what I call scraping the barrel edges. So if you imagine that your body, you're in a barrel, and you want to scrape the edges of your barrel with your rib cage, with your body. So what you're looking for is, I like to bring my hands to my knees. I'm gonna pull to one side. My rib cage is pulling to that side. As I come forward, I'm inhaling and expanding like I would for cow. And then I'm going to exhale, pulling that rib cage to the other side. And then I'm gonna finish that exhale as I'm in a cat-like stance. Chin to chest, rounding that back. And then I'm gonna start with inhaling again to this side and pull forward. So you keep going in this circle. It's an exhale, side back, and an inhale, side forward. Let's do one more. Let's move the opposite direction. So now, pulling to the side, I'm starting my inhale. I'm finishing my inhale forward through my cow-like posture. Exhale, my ribcage now pulls to this side. Finishing my exhale through cat. And again, starting that breath. Inhale, side forward. Exhale, side back. Just moving the opposite way. And exhale. And starting to unwind that. Let me go ahead and press this. All right, hopefully we're still live and recording. Okay. From there, maybe grab the bottom of your chair towards the back. I kind of have arms right here, so I'm gonna grab my arms a little bit and pull my elbows back, shoulders back, lift through my heart space. Make sure to connect here into your abs. Remember, your center right at the navel. Connect the navel inward so that you feel that nice pulling upward from the pelvis and from the hips, pulling inward. So from here, we're starting off with length in the back. Let's find that hip width distance apart. Exhale, drop a knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Last one. Release down. Keep this one nice and stable. Exhale, opposite leg comes up, knee up. Inhale, out to the side as wide as you can. Exhaling back. Inhale out. Two more. Go ahead and release down. Now, it is simply lengthen. We're gonna start off with dorsiflexion though. So I'm gonna press through my heels. Same thing, remember to find our posture. Our shoulders are relaxed, they're not creeping up and we're not rounding over. So remember to relax those shoulders, pull those elbows in, feel nice and strong through your torso. Let's inhale, extend. Exhale, release. We're gonna move to the other side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend. Let's go to plantar flexion. Point those toes. Inhale, extend. Exhale here. Inhale out. Exhale back. Two more. Last one. Release. Opposite leg. Inhale, extend. Exhale, keep it here. Inhale out. Exhale back. Two more. release. All right, release that all the way. Let's go ahead and just move our head. Maybe get nice and grounded here and just allow the body, the head, the shoulders to just sway back and forth. Notice that you're coming to one side, and then notice you're coming to the other side. And it's okay if that opposite side lifts up a little bit. You're just looking to sway side to side gently. Coming back into the breath of breathing in and out of the nose. All right. Coming back to center. As we come back to center, I'm going to keep my hands on my legs. I'm going to lift up one. I'm going to take it out to the side and just kind of move my knee, my ankle. I'm just moving it around in circles. I'm using my foot to do all this. Then I'm going to move it the opposite way, or what feels like the opposite way to me. I'm just kind of moving around in that ankle, my foot, my knee, my hip. I'm going to heel toe back to center. Now my other one's going to just come out to the side. And again, I'm really just trying to open up space. Open up space into my foot, my ankle, my knee, my hip. And if you felt like you were moving in one direction, which I do feel like, I'm moving now the opposite direction with my foot, my ankle, my knee. It may look the same, but I'm definitely changing it. And then once you're done, let's heel toe back to hip width distance apart. Take a nice deep breath. We'll do one Om. Let's take one hand over the heart space, one hand over the low abs, and then we'll get ready for Shavasana. So feel back connected, since that's what we started off with today. I am connected. So really feel the bottom of your feet, the bottom of your bottom, the legs stabilizing, the hands to the torso, center of the chest, center of the pelvis here, really feeling connected. Even allow the chin to slightly dip. Close, soften those eyes. Come back to your breath. Come back to your body. So on the next breath, we'll inhale so that we can exhale the sound Om. It's just the elongated sound Om. So let's inhale to Om. Let's do this 2 more times. Maybe even feeling into that vibration. As you notice, it might have relaxed, settled the body, settled the mind. We feel this inward vibration from within. This inward peace starting to unfold here. With that last breath, you're just going to gently release. We are going to come into our Shavasana. So allow yourself to get ready for that Shavasana pose. Allow yourself to feel comfortable. This is a time to go inward, to get connected, to feel connected. So if you're with me, maybe you're in an office and you've got like 10-15 minutes to relax. You're just going to relax in your chair. Those of us at home might find an easier, more comfortable position. Maybe you're laying in a bed, on a couch, in an easy chair. Wherever you can to relax. You want to relax into the body. You want to let go. So those of us in a chair, I'm going to kind of slump in my chair. I'm going to do palms face upward, allowing myself ready to receive, ready to accept this relaxation, this breath of liberation and connection. And then I'm going to allow my chin to tilt downward slightly so that my chin is below the level of my forehead. And that's all we're looking for, even if we're laying back, that the chin isn't jutted up above the forehead, that it's just below the forehead. This helps our mind to relax. So just like Shavasana, we're coming to this open space of relaxation where we found our space, where we can get comfortable, where we can relax, where we can move inward. And right now, we're releasing our body. Each breath we focus on, we're bringing inward. Where can we expand into the body with our breath? Can we expand all the way down to our fingertips? Can we feel the breath through the torso, not just the lungs, not just the heart space, but can we feel the rib cage expand and release? Can we feel the belly rise and fall? Can we expand all the way down into the pelvis region where we feel that relaxation, where we can expand our breath, bringing in space, and exhale, releasing what is no longer needed or wanted within the body. Maybe it's old belief systems that we're releasing. Maybe just letting go of some things that might have happened this morning. Maybe some frustrations or tension came up for us, and we're here ready and willing to release it. We're here ready to let it go, not holding on to those emotions, not holding on to that stagnant energy. Even if we want to hang on to that anger, that frustration a little longer. Let it go, release it. It's not meant for you to hang on to. It's just meant for us to feel these emotions as they move through the body so that we can be alerted about maybe some inner work that we have. Maybe we feel a tension inside or something that doesn't want to release. Focus into that area. Try to breathe into it so that you're recognizing this tension. You're recognizing this block or this feeling that you might feel. Whether it be a large emotion, a small emotion, or just a sensation that you're feeling into. Allow yourself to acknowledge that sensation, acknowledge that area, acknowledge that emotion, and then release it. Maybe even thanking it as it served a purpose at one point in time for us. Whether it was protection or something else, allow it to release, allow it to heal. And as we bring healing into this, let's bring light Lighten with the breath. Infuse light into your breath. So as you breathe into these spaces, you're breathing light into these spaces. You're seeing everything that's there. You're acknowledging everything that's there. And you're letting it go. As we bring in space into the body, as we bring light into this body, reminding us that we infused light into our breath, so that the more we inhale and expand, the more we're bringing light into this body. And we try to bring this breath and this light throughout the trunk of the body. And maybe we start to feel the shoulders and the hips, maybe the groin area, maybe the armpits, where we connect to our limbs. And now allow the breath of energy and light to easily flow through those shoulders, releasing and relaxing the upper arms, softening through the elbows, allowing this energy to easily move through the elbows, through the forearms, through the wrists, the hands, and all the way through all 10 fingers. You might be feeling sensations now within the palms of the hands, within the fingertips. Allowing this awareness to relax you, to relax the backs of the hands, the backs of the arms, to release into those shoulders, relaxing the upper back, relaxing both shoulder blades, releasing slowly down through the trunk of the body. You feel this breath of light, healing, and expansion move, expanding the rib cage, releasing the mid-back, expanding through the abs, relaxing the abs, relaxing the mid-back. As we slowly move down into the pelvis region, still feeling this wonderful expansion of breath, as it brings room into the body, light into the body, and you allow the exhales to soften now the low back, to soften the pelvis region. You still feel the breath of light moving in and out of this pelvis region as you bring it all the way down into the pubis bone, to the tip of the tailbone. You allow yourself space. You allow yourself light and energy. As you now relax into the hips, into the legs where they meet the body, where they meet the hips, the glutes, the growing area, relaxing, softening, releasing through the upper legs, relaxing both knees, softening into the lower legs, into the ankles, the feet, and all 10 toes. Notice the breath move all the way down to the toes. Notice the waves of relaxation this breath brings with it. The waves of light expansion. The waves of energy that move through the body. Can we feel this relaxation? And now perhaps feeling the back side of the body, perhaps the backs of the legs, maybe the backs of the feet, or the heels. And just connecting now to the back of your body. Not only in the backs of the legs, but the glutes, the back of the body, the backs of the arms, the back of the head. Feeling into the back of the body. Allowing yourself to feel supported. Feeling supported in the back of the body. Giving all your weight to this support. Mother Earth has you, holding you, supporting you always. Allowing her to wrap her arms around you. Feeling the warmth of this hug, feeling the energy, the connection between Mother Earth and you, between your heart and hers, between your body and hers. Just relaxing into this, allowing yourself to be held today, allowing yourself to feel connected. You are here. You are now. Allowing yourself to have this human experience, to be connected to your body, to be connected to your breath, to be connected to your mind. And now feel the connection of breath as if it again moves through the crown of the head and expands now throughout the body that you just relaxed. So now you can really feel the breath. You can really feel these waves of energy that is connected to your breath that moves through the body. You can feel it all the way down to your toes, to your feet. You can feel this expansion all the way down through your fingers and toes. And now just allow yourself to be within this space, to be held, to feel at peace, to feel completely relaxed. Knowing you can always connect to your inner peace. You can always connect to your inner self. And that we are truly never alone at that space. But allowing ourselves to connect inward, to really be centered. As you feel this connection, as we all have this connection, we might be feeling little energy points within the body. These are called nadis. These little energy points that connect to one another, just like our neurons in our brain. Connection, firing, electrical impulses. As we feel these little bits of connection within the body, we might feel pulsating. We might feel these little firings. And then moving it deep within the core as we connect to that, connecting to our fingers, to our toes, to our limbs. But now bringing that connection more centered to bigger energy centers within the center of our body, as these are called chakras. As we can see this like the universe, the stars or nadis, as they all connect to one big web of the universe. And then the planets, the main centers or chakras, just as they align through the center of your body. Feeling these connections within. Allowing the little bits of connection to now connect you more towards your center, towards your chakras. And maybe feeling the breath of alignment here as we breathe in and out of this space. Feeling truly connected, truly aligned. Allowing us to connect with light. Now gently releasing that, allowing yourself just to be. And slowly coming back to breath. Awareness of the breath moving in and out of the body. And let's repeat our Sankalpa, our silent mantra that we started off with today. I am connected. I am connected. I am connected. And not only feeling that connection within as we just move through our own planetary alignment, our own solar system of stars and cosmos within our body, but realizing that divine connection with Source, our divine connection with everything beyond us, as we start to bring movement back to the body, feeling that connection with our breath, with our body, with our mind, and with everything around us. Noticing that connection we have with Earth, with our animals, with our friends, with everything. As we start to squeeze and reawaken the body, I'm squeezing my hands, I'm moving my feet and my toes to reawaken. And I'm finding a deeper breath so that I can reawaken slowly, feeling this connection within, as well as extending that connection outwardly, realizing that I'm connected to everything around me. And when you're ready, you can keep the eyes closed a little bit longer. Maybe find that stretch overhead, really lengthening through the body here, stretching, lengthening. And when you're ready, giving yourself that hug, maybe rocking side to side here, finding one side or the other in our fetal position. If maybe we're just sitting up with me, just giving ourselves a hug and just coming back slowly as we start to maybe open those eyes. Thank you everybody for joining me for that wonderful session of movement, of breath, coming to center, being connected with everyone. Thank you for connecting in with me and connecting with everybody around as well. So have a wonderful holiday. Happy and Merry Christmas, and whatever you do celebrate, even if it's just family time or self-time, just allow that celebration, allow that within. So thank you. Yoga Nidra is complete. Om Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace be with you, and namaste. Have a wonderful week. We'll see you next week.